This video is brought to you by Sakuraco and Tokyo Treat. It is a beautiful spring day here in Japan, perfect for a mommy-daddy date day. Yay! That was like the saddest. We both have really bad allergies today. Mike in particular is getting absolutely destroyed. Yeah, he's dripping and he's not feeling so well, so I kind of feel bad. This is the only day we have though, so we just dropped off Airi at daycare and we are now headed to Hakone for the day. We pretty much never have us time anymore, especially in the last few months since my dad was living with us. But honestly, we never spend time just the two of us during the day since Airi was born, pretty much. I know that we went to go see Avatar in theaters, and my mom had to watch her for like 3.5 hours, but that was when Airi was still like a squishy, tiny little baby that slept forever, so it like really wasn't that big of a deal. And then after that, I think we had like 2 dinners and that's it in the last 1.5 years. So this is very special and weird.
Seems nice.
Seems nice. I'm sorry, it's so cute and sad. I'm sorry, maybe we should have just stayed indoors. Well, you were sneezing inside the house anyway.
I'm trying to run away from my allergies.
You know what? This might work because we were a little bit more north the other day with Airi, and you didn't have allergies somehow. But the moment we came back to Mishima, you were like, blah. I think one of the weirdest things about having a toddler or a baby is that you absolutely need time away from them at some point. Like, you need it. But the moment they're away from you, you miss them. It's so strange. Like, don't you miss her right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but like I don't.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit about Airi's irregular daycare situation, because I mentioned in a previous vlog about how we don't qualify for regular city-run daycares here in our town. There are about 7 or 8 daycare facilities that are run by the government, not private, and they are always full at all times, whether it's part-time or full-time. It's completely full every single year, and there are about 6 to 7 families that are on the wait list for every single facility every single year. And so that's why we don't qualify. If there wasn't a wait list and there were openings, we would totally be able to get in, but because there's a crazy wait list, we can't get in. So the qualifications that we don't fit into are very bizarre. The first one is the worst one, which is that my mom lives in the same town as us, and she's under the age of 65. So we automatically don't qualify because in our archaic town, it's assumed that the grandmother would take care of your baby for you when you need it, which is completely ridiculous. And the other criteria I don't meet is that I am self-employed, so I can't have an employer fill out one of the documents that says how many hours in a week or a month that job or employer needs me to be there, like physically. So yeah, I can't do that. And also, my paychecks come from like sponsors and Google, so I can't have anybody that like pays me to make a case for me that I need to work X amount of hours in a week, therefore I need daycare. Yeah, it's actually really sad. And the other major disqualifier for us is the fact that we only have 1 child in a 2-parent nuclear household, so the need for daycare isn't remotely as dire for us as it is for other families. That just means that any household that has more than 2 children or that have a single parent immediately get bumped up for the wait list in regular daycare, which absolutely makes sense. Now, if we lived in a city, this would be completely different. We would have so many different options, but because we live in the countryside or inaka, we're just very limited. However, there's this amazing little auxiliary special daycare facility that's also run by the city and the government that we are able to qualify for because their parental job proof application is significantly more lax. All we really had to do is send in our tax information, and it was enough to prove that we both work. So the special part-time daycare is called Nakayoshi Rumu, as in like friendly room, and it's basically like daycare, but we can only bring her in a maximum of 3 days a week, and you apply for it the previous month for the next month, and they call you and tell you how many days and what days specifically that they can accommodate your baby for you. So you can't make the schedule and you just have to kind of adjust and deal with it. But we are able to get 10 days a month, which is about 2 days a week, and like one of the weeks we get 3 days. But yeah, it's basically like a regular daycare, like a regular part-time daycare. She gets kyushoku, as in they provide lunches for you. Oh, and it's so cute. And they make her do like a itadakimasu, gochisousama song and dance. So she like kind of does it at home very poorly, but she tries really, really hard. And it's perfect for socializing because there's only so much Mike and I can do regarding socializing her with toddlers and babies around her age. Like, I don't know anybody that age. Even my cousin's kids are now in like elementary school and kindergarten. So it's just like not really the same thing as being around toddlers your age. I will admit, Airi has picked up some minor bad habits from what we believe is daycare, but all in all, it has been a lifesaver. We absolutely needed her to go into daycare, just even part-time. I actually think I prefer part-time. I don't think I would have wanted to put her in full-time. I feel like that might have been too much for all of us. I would have missed her too much. We have arrived at Hakone Jinja. We used to love coming here all the time just because it's relatively close to our house. And it's also just like a little bit of a getaway, and there are a lot of fun, interesting things going on at the shrine. For example, there is a baby wishing tree that is supposedly very, very, very powerful. And we came here the year before I had Airi, or like, I guess like before I got pregnant with her. I touched the tree and I got pregnant, not knowing that it was a baby wishing tree. I only found out after the fact. And then I had some friends that wanted babies, and I came to this baby wishing tree and I prayed in front of it and thought about like my friends' names, and they all got pregnant. And again, we are just here for fun today, but I do have 3 friends that are thinking about having a baby and really want a baby. So yeah, I'm gonna go pray at the baby wishing tree. We'll see what happens. So this is the baby wishing tree. As you can see, it's very unassuming, and like, okay, so I didn't read this. I didn't even see the sign when I touched it by accident.
Yeah, they come out of this hole.
They don't come out of the hole. It's very like Totoro hole, right? Like it seems like you like go in here and then slip into another dimension.
Find some Totoro babies.
Find some Totoro babies. Okay, so I'm a little apprehensive. I was gonna put money in like 10 goen, like 10 分 goen ga kimasu you ni, into the tree because that's what you're supposed to do if it's your wish. But it has to be like your money or else it doesn't come true. And I don't have their money to throw in there. It's my money. And I feel like that doesn't really work. I'm just gonna pray to it because I don't want it to accidentally think I want to, again, like not me, no thank you, right? Just in case. Huh?
Good idea.
Okay. And before we explore more of Hakone Jinja together, I'd like to thank today's sponsors, Tokyo Treat and Sakuraco. Tokyo Treat is a monthly pop snack box where you get up to 20 exclusive limited edition and seasonal Japanese snacks, including instant ramen and drinks. And Sakuraco is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local Japanese snack makers. Each box comes with 20 traditional authentic snacks, including Japanese teas and a special Japanese tableware. And this month's Sakuraco theme is Hakone, which is just so perfect for today's little outing. So let's open it and check out what's inside together. The snack guide that comes in every box is great. It not only gives you information about the snacks that you're getting, but it also gives you some tidbits about Japan. And of course, this one's about Hakone, and Hakone Shrine, Hakone Jinja, is featured. This is where we are. We got a bag of arare or Japanese rice crackers, Hakone tea. Ooh, and this is a white miso cake. Some Yokohama chocolate crunch. We got a whole bag of this macaron. What's macaron? Let's see. Ooh, very peanut buttery. It's like the crunchiest cookie ever. Like a Nutter Butter, but significantly better. If you love peanut butter, oh my god, it was amazing. Here's a whole bag of purumochi. Some Yokohama Roman sketchy cookie. As always, a whole bunch of mini snacks. And of course, our exclusive tableware. Oh, and it's patterned like the classic Yokohama woodworking pattern. I don't know what the name of it is. Hold on. It's called marquetry plate. Marquetry patterns. It's one of those karakuri puzzle boxes where you have to slide the wood in a certain way for it to open. I bet I have one. Hold on. I freaking found them. They were right there. Okay, so yeah, these are all from Hakone. They're real, they're authentic. This one is mine. I broke it many, many years ago. It's supposed to be down, slide, open. But if you close it up, you don't know which side it starts from, and now I can't close it back up. Like, I don't know what happened to it, but it only closes halfway through. But yeah, if you're from around here, every family has 1 or 2 or 3 of these in their house somewhere. Now let's open up Tokyo Treat together, and this month's theme is Ninja Snack Venture. There's so much stuff in this one. A whole bag of chocolate orange Kit Kats. Spicy cup ramen. This, I've never seen this before. It looks really good. A mini bag of these potato snacks. Potato fry. Itadakimasu. Oh, I really like these. I want like a whole box of these. A whole thing of these little mini chips. So they're kind of like mini Pringles where, here, I'll just show you. Look! Ah, there's so many of them too. I forgot how good they were. Oh shit! Ninja gumi, a little mini dorayaki. It says shiny apple juice. A bag of sesame crunchy. A whole bag of wasabi senbei. A bag of stick potato. Nori shio aji. I love seaweed flavored potato chips. They just go so well together. The flavor profile just like works. If you've never had it, you have to give it a try. If you like what you see and want to try it out for yourself, or maybe want to gift it to a friend, here is my promo code, and remember to click the link in my description below. Airi!
Hi.
Hi! I have a toy for you. Hi, dozo. Do you like it? Oh, it doesn't really open. Here, look, hold this side. No, hold this little handle right here. Koko. Yeah, good job. So. 開かないんだ. Yeah. 開かないんだ. How do you know it opens? Ball, yeah, there's little balls inside. Arigato! Dozo. 不思議? Ball. Yeah. Blue. Good job. You will not believe the emergency phone call I just got. Airi's daycare just called me and they told me that she spiked a fever. So we have to go get her now. It takes about, what, like 25 minutes? 30 minutes to get home? Shit. Okay. They're like, she's fine. She's in a great mood. She has a great appetite. She's doing awesome. But the rule is, if you have a fever, you have to go home. And I'm like, I know. I'm sorry. Why is this happening to us? Oh God. Okay, let's leave. Ready? Maybe I'll drive?
I got it.
I'm sad about our date day getting cut short, but I'm more sad that she has a fever. How's that possible? Okay, let's go. All right, as you can see, we are obviously back home now. Airi is upstairs napping, and she's actually in a very, very good mood. She also has an appetite. She's acting like she is not sick whatsoever. I actually don't know if she's like actually sick or not. The daycare told us that her fever was like 38.3, which is very high even for a baby. But then when we checked it back at home, it was only like 37.3, 37.5 for the other underarm, which like is like barely a fever. So I don't really know what's going on. But yeah, they have to take precautions, so it's fine. But yeah, I don't know what to do now because now Mike actually went to work and now I'm just here alone while Airi sleeps off her fever. Okay, so here's the real problem. The day after tomorrow, on Sunday, we were all supposed to go to Yokohama and meet up with Sylvia at the Ampama Museum so our kids can finally meet and hang out at the Ampama Museum together. And it was just supposed to be this like whole big fantastic day, and I was really looking forward to it for like a whole month, but we obviously can't go if Airi's sick. And I kind of don't know what to do. I think, well, we're obviously going to monitor her, but if she doesn't have a fever again for the next like 24 hours or so, I'm assuming she's not really sick. I'm literally about to text Sylvia now to be like, dude, what do we do? But I feel like she's gonna say the same thing I'm thinking, where if Airi doesn't seem sick or have any symptoms or have a fever, again by Saturday night or anything, I think it'll be okay. But God forbid Airi is actually feeling under the weather, I think I'm still gonna go. Like, I'm gonna leave Mike behind and have him take care of her while I go and meet up with Sylvia and Roy and Daetang. But I don't know if I want to go to the Ampama Museum because that would be so weird for me to go without a kid. I mean, like, I guess I could be just like going as Daetang's auntie, but I don't really want to go there without Airi. I feel so bad. Airi loves Ampamang, so that was like the whole point. And I really wanted Daetang and Airi to meet and hang out for the first time ever. It was just supposed to be this like cute magical thing. Damn. But yeah, this is the reality of having kids. It's just absolute unpredictability at all times. And they could just like randomly get sick, even though she was completely fine this morning. We have to check her temperature before we bring her into daycare every single morning. And it was only 36.2 this morning, which actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, it's like pretty low for her. Her average is 36.7. And I did think like, oh, that's like oddly low, but like, I don't know what's happening. Maybe our thermometer's broken. I was also planning to get like a whole bunch of different omiyage for Sylvia from Hakone, like from a bunch of different places, but we were only able to manage to get this shiawase no kashiwa mochi from Hakone Shrine because that is where I got the call from daycare and we just like ran out of there. All right, so let me explain why I got so many like different packages of these. This is the one I wanted to give Sylvia. This is the one I wanted to gift. It has 3 different mochi flavors in them, yomogi, sakura, and regular white mochi. But they said that this expiration date is sooner than these individually packaged ones, which is like kind of weird to me. But yeah, this classic traditional packaging is what I wanted to give, but this expires on the day that we see them. So I didn't want to be like, hey, you got to eat this like right now today. Whereas these have an extra day on them. So I thought it was like a little bit more courteous to be gifting them this. But I don't like this like weird heart package. It feels very like, I don't know, gimmicky and showa. I would much rather give them this one, especially because there's 3 different flavor mochi in them. What would you do? I don't know. The last of the sakura in Mishima.
Hi.
Look who's up and doesn't have a fever. You like the tree? Happa. Happa. Can you say happa? Good job. So we went out for a little walk to get some fresh air, and Airi does seem a lot better, but the main purpose of this walk is actually to get dinner because we were supposed to eat out for lunch. Like Mike and I were supposed to have like a cute little romantic lunch date, and I had all these plans to go to like this like really nice hamburger place in Hakone, and we were gonna go to this like cute little bakery and have dessert, but yeah, all that went to shit. So we ate what I had planned for dinner for lunch, so now we don't have any dinner, so we had to go out and get dinner. Did that make sense? Was that English?
Yes.
Okay, all right. What's this Konan burger? What does it mean? Do we get something Konan if we get this? So here's my McDonald's dinner tonight. I got the Gohan Chicken Tatsuta Yurinchi Cheese burger. So it's the rice burger, but it also comes with fried chicken and yurinchi sauce with cheese. Yurinchi is kind of like this like sweet and sour-ish type of sauce, kind of like Chinese inspired. And I got the bacon potato pie. And of course, some french fries. And the wrapper is the only thing Konan about this collaboration. Just the wrapper. Look at this messy ass thing. I bet it's gonna be freaking delicious. It's so heavy and it's greasy, so it's like slipping out of my fingers. Itadakimasu. It's so big. There's way too much sauce. It's really good, but there's just like so much going on. If I was drunk or high, this would be perfect. But because I'm sober right now, it's a little too much. Bacon potato pie time. Itadakimasu. It's so freaking good. I just wish it was spicy. Then it would be perfect. Like a splash of Tabasco sauce would really, really seal the deal. I think it's like a little bit too creamy. I want some kind of acid in there. Some kind of like spice or like maybe like some kind of vinegar. I don't know how to explain it, but otherwise it's just like a little bit too creamy, but still love it. It needs spice. All right, I got the Tabasco. I have a really good feeling about this. That's probably too much, right? There's way too much on there. It's perfect. I am brilliant. I should own a restaurant. Does your face get bigger with age? I feel like my face is huge. Do I have nori in my teeth? No, surprisingly, no. This road sucks. After having just dropped off Airi, wait, is that how you say it? After having just dropped off Airi at daycare, that's like a past pluperfect. I should just speak like a normal person.
After dropping Airi off at daycare.
Yeah. What?
After dropping Airi off at daycare.
But it's now. We've already done it.
Uh-huh.
After having just dropped off Airi at daycare, we are now headed to Hakone. Right? After having dropped off Airi... After having just dropped off Airi at daycare, we are now headed to Hakone.
We just dropped Airi off at daycare.
And now we're headed to...
We just dropped Airi off at daycare. Now we're headed to Hakone.
That's not how English works. We just dropped Airi off at daycare. We just dropped off Airi at daycare and we are now headed to Hakone for the day. I did it. Thank you. Even though it's not proper English, but it's okay. Our kid's never gonna get into Harvard like this.
Oh my god.
And now I can't close it back up. Like, I don't know what happened to it, but it only closes halfway through. Can't hide your weed in it anymore.